Emma stood in the doorway of her bedroom, staring in disbelief. Her door was wide open, and on the bed sat a pink suitcase that didn't belong to her. The walls were still painted the faded purple she'd chosen as a teenager, and the floorboard by the window still creaked in the same spot. But now, all her belongings were shoved into cardboard boxes and stacked like leftovers at a garage sale. "Mom!" Emma called out, her voice sharp and uncertain. "What's going on?" She heard footsteps coming from the living room downstairs, followed by her mother's cheerful voice. "Emma, great timing. Come meet your cousin Bella. Where are you watching from today? Kindly hit like, comment and subscribe to this channel for more." Emma dropped her work bag and walked slowly down the stairs. Each step felt heavier than the last. In the living room sat a girl about her age with long, perfect blonde curls and a fancy handbag that looked too expensive for their budget. The girl smiled sweetly, but Emma noticed how the smile didn't quite reach her eyes. "Emma," her mother said, grinning as she wrapped an arm around the stranger. "This is Bella, your cousin from your father's side. She's having a tough time right now." Bella gently placed her hand on her stomach and said softly, "I'm pregnant. The father isn't around. I just need a safe place to stay." Emma blinked, still confused. "Okay, but why is her stuff in my room?" Her mother's smile wavered for a second. "Well, honey, you're 25 now. Don't you think it's time to grow up and maybe get your own place?" Emma felt her chest tighten. "Grow up?" she repeated. "I've been paying half the mortgage for 2 years. I buy groceries. I covered the electric bill when you were out of work." Her mother's voice turned sharp. "That's different. That's family responsibility. Bella needs stability. She's having a baby." Bella dabbed her eyes with a tissue and said, "I'm really sorry, Emma. I wouldn't be here if I had any other choice." Emma tried to stay calm. "There's a guest room. There's a couch. Why my room?" Her mom crossed her arms. "The guest room is packed with storage, and Bella can't sleep on the couch in her condition. Your room has the best light and is closest to the bathroom. It just makes sense." Emma looked around the living room at the furniture she helped pick out, the walls she painted after her mom's last breakup, the coffee table she assembled by herself. "Where am I supposed to sleep?" she asked. Her mother glanced at Bella. "I thought maybe you could stay with your friend Lauren or get a small apartment. You've talked about wanting more independence." Emma's voice grew colder. "I never said I wanted to move out. I said I wanted to take interior design classes. I talked about starting something of my own. You said it was a hobby." Bella stood up slowly, one hand resting protectively on her stomach. "I feel awful. Maybe I should look for somewhere else." "Absolutely not," Emma's mother said firmly. "Your family. Emma understands." They both looked at her like she was supposed to nod and smile and agree like she always did. Emma swallowed hard. "How long is she staying?" she asked. "What do you mean?" her mother replied. "How long is she staying in my room?" They exchanged a glance. "Until the baby comes," her mom said. "Maybe longer, depending on her situation." Emma said nothing as something inside her began to shift. Cold and steady. "I see," she said. Her mother gave a relieved smile. "I knew you'd understand. You've always been so mature about these things." Emma didn't answer. She turned and walked back up the stairs, each step feeling like she was walking further away from the life she knew. Her bedroom, no, not her bedroom anymore, felt strange now. The boxes looked like someone else had packed them. Taped shut, labeled like they were being shipped out. Inside one of them she spotted her old sketchbooks, fabric samples and color swatches. Pieces of the business she had quietly dreamed of building one day. She sat on the edge of the bed, barely breathing. Then she pulled out a notebook and began to write a letter. That night, while her mother slept, Emma tiptoed into her room and left the letter on the nightstand. Then she carried the boxes one by one down the stairs and loaded them into her car. It was still dark outside when she drove away, the sky just beginning to change color with the early morning light. In the rearview mirror the house grew smaller then vanished completely. She wiped away a tear and whispered, "They'll see." The apartment she found 2 towns away was barely bigger than a storage unit. A microloft, the listing called it. Just 47 square feet, tucked above a tattoo parlor and next to a 24-hour laundromat. It wasn't much, but it was hers. "This is it?" Lauren asked, setting down the last box. She'd shown up without hesitation after Emma posted a vague status about needing help. "It's temporary," Emma said, forcing a smile. The space had a Murphy bed on one wall, a tiny kitchenette on the other, and a bathroom so tight she had to step into the shower to close the door. This place is smaller than my closet, Lauren said. Your closet doesn't come with independence, Emma replied. Lauren flopped onto the bed, which gave a loud creak. Have you talked to your mom since you left? Emma pulled out her phone. 17 missed calls. 30 texts. All asking me to come home. Emma scrolled to the latest message. Bella feels awful. Can we please talk? And then silence. I'm done being the family doormat. Lauren picked up a portfolio from one of the boxes and flipped it open. Wait, Emma, what is this? Why didn't you ever show me these? The pages were filled with design sketches, full room layouts, color palettes, before and after ideas she'd made for friends' spaces. These are incredible. Emma shrugged. My mom always said it wasn't practical, that I needed to focus on things that paid the bills. Lauren raised an eyebrow. You mean while you were paying hers? Emma gave a hollow laugh. Exactly. Lauren kept flipping through the portfolio. These aren't just good. They're professional. Like magazine-level good. Emma looked away. I tried to show my mom once. I was 12 and sketched how we could rearrange the living room. She didn't even look twice. Just said we couldn't afford new furniture. I told her we didn't need to buy anything, just move stuff around. She patted my head and told me someday I'd understand the real world. Lauren shook her head. She was wrong. You do understand the real world. Better than most. Emma didn't reply. She just stared at the beige walls of her tiny new home and wondered what kind of future she could carve from it. Lauren closed the portfolio and looked around the cramped space. What if we documented this? Emma blinked. Documented what? This whole process. You turning this shoebox into something beautiful. People eat that stuff up online. Emma gave a dry laugh. Who's going to care about a random girl fixing up a closet-sized apartment? You'd be surprised, Lauren said, already pulling out her phone. There's a whole Instagram and TikTok world built around small space makeovers. People love it. Emma hesitated. I don't know anything about social media. But I do, Lauren grinned. I work in digital marketing, remember? I can help you. Emma looked around at the beige walls, the flickering ceiling light, the chipped kitchenette counter. I don't have the money for renovations. Then we get creative, Lauren said, standing up. Thrift stores, DIY projects, paint from the clearance bin. And we document every part of it. You'll inspire people. Emma walked to the small window overlooking the noisy street below. A woman loaded laundry into her trunk while a man with paint on his clothes opened the tattoo shop. Normal people making life work, she murmured. Exactly, Lauren said. You show people that beautiful design isn't just for rich folks. It's for everyone. Emma stayed silent for a long moment. What would I even call it? Something catchy, Lauren said. Like, small space, big dreams, or cozy makeover, or microlift magic. Emma gave a small smile. I'll think about it. Her phone buzzed again. Another text from her mom. Please come home. We can fix this. Emma turned the screen face down. Okay, she said softly. Let's do it. Lauren lit up. Really? Yeah. But we do it right. You said these looked professional, so let's build something professional. Lauren nodded. Deal. When do we start? Emma turned back toward the room, this time seeing it with new eyes. Tomorrow. We start tomorrow. That night, Emma lay on the creaky Murphy bed, staring at the ceiling. Outside her window the city hummed. Sirens in the distance. Someone arguing on the street. A baby crying down the hall. But inside her chest, for the first time in weeks, things were quiet. She wasn't thinking about Bella. Or her mother. Or the room she'd lost. She was thinking about what came next. She could paint the walls a deep forest green, give it warmth. Add floating shelves, soft lighting, hidden storage. It wouldn't be big. But it could be hers. She reached for her notebook and started sketching ideas until sleep finally found her. 3 weeks later, Emma's tiny makeover account had 47 followers. Most were Lauren's friends or small design pages that followed back out of habit. The algorithm takes time, Lauren said, setting up the ring light she'd bought secondhand. You just need one post to go viral. Emma was touching up her accent wall, the deep green paint she'd mixed from discounted samples looking richer under natural light. Maybe we should try TikTok, she said. Instagram first, Lauren replied. Build the foundation. Then branch out. She snapped photos with her phone. These look amazing. That green makes the whole space feel expensive. Emma's phone buzzed. A DM notification. She usually ignored them. Most were spam or people offering fake promotions. But something about this one made her click. Hi, I came across your micro-loft transformation and I'm honestly blown away. Would you be open to a collaboration? I have a space that could use your magic. Youssef. Emma stared at the name. Lauren, who's Youssef? Lauren grabbed her phone, opened the message, then gasped. Emma, this is Youssef Hamilton. He's a musician. He had that heartbreak song that was everywhere last year. 3 million followers. Emma blinked. Never heard of him. Lauren kept scrolling through his profile. Look at this house. It's massive but so empty. Like a fancy hotel no one lives in. The photos showed floor-to-ceiling windows, pristine furniture, and not a speck of personality. He wants me to redesign it? Emma asked. He wants to collaborate, Lauren corrected. That could mean anything, from one room to the entire house. And if he posts your work to his followers? Emma swallowed hard. What if I mess it up? What if you don't? Lauren handed her the phone. Emma reread the message and slowly typed her reply. Hi Youssef. I'd love to hear more. Youssef responded within minutes. Would you be free for a call tomorrow? I've lived in this house for 2 years and it still doesn't feel like home. I think you could help change that. The next day, Emma stood outside his house, heart pounding. It looked even more intimidating in person. All glass and metal with perfect landscaping. When the door opened, Youssef stood there himself, not a manager or assistant. He was shorter than expected, wore casual clothes and had paint on his fingers. Emma, he said warmly. Thanks for coming. I have to warn you, this place feels like a museum. He wasn't wrong. The inside was beautiful but cold. Everything matched perfectly, but nothing felt lived in. It's stunning, Emma said carefully. It's soulless, Youssef replied. My ex-girlfriend decorated before we broke up. I kept saying I'd fix it but I don't know where to start. Emma walked through the living room taking photos and scribbling notes. What do you like? What makes you feel at home? He thought for a moment. Honestly, your micro-loft. The one in your post. It looked more like home than this ever has. They kept walking and soon he led her into a smaller room. This is my music room, Youssef said. The difference was immediate. He felt alive. Guitars leaned against the wall. A worn notebook sat on a desk. The walls were covered in paintings from local artists. Emma smiled. This is you. This is what we need to bring into the rest of the house. Warmth, personality, soul. Youssef looked hopeful. Can you really do that? Emma turned in a slow circle taking it all in. I can, but I have one condition. Name it. I want to document everything. The before, the transformation, the reveal. And when it's done you share it with your followers. Youssef held out his hand. Deal. When do we start? Tomorrow, she said shaking it. 2 weeks later, Emma and Lauren stood in Youssef's living room, placing the final cushions on the newly arranged couch. Youssef walked in holding his phone already recording. Guys, you won't believe this, he said to the camera. Emma transformed my house. Look at this. The space was no longer cold or sterile. Now it had soft lighting, cozy textures, and artwork that reflected Youssef's music and identity. And she did it on a budget, he added. No overpriced furniture, just creativity and heart. That night he posted the tour online. By the next morning, the video had over 2.3 million views. Emma's phone buzzed non-stop. DMs, follows, comments from strangers praising her vision. At 6 a.m. Lauren called, screaming with excitement. You have 120,000 new followers. You're trending. Emma sat in her micro-loft, staring at the numbers on her screen. For the first time since leaving home she smiled without it feeling forced. Then her phone rang. It was her mom. She let it go to voicemail. When she listened later, the message was 3 minutes of her mother crying. Emma, please. I know you're mad, but it's about Bella. She's gone. She took money. The bills are piling up. The electricity's been shut off. I don't know what to do. Emma played the message twice before deleting it. Lauren looked up from her laptop, managing the flood of client emails. That from your mom? Emma nodded. Apparently Bella ran off with someone and took what little money was left. Are you going to call her back? Lauren asked. Emma didn't answer. 3 days later she took a different route to a client meeting, past her old neighborhood. Her childhood home looked like it hadn't been touched in weeks. The lawn was dry, the paint on the porch railings was peeling, and a bright yellow foreclosure notice was taped to the front door. She parked across the street and stared at the house she had once loved. A neighbor passed by, shaking their head at the overgrown yard. Curious, Emma called Bella's older sister Rachel, who had moved out of state years ago. Emma, Rachel said, surprised. I've been wondering when someone would reach out. It's bad. What happened? Emma asked. Bella's gone. Took off with some guy she met online. Wiped out your mom's checking account. About $3,000. And that's not the worst part. Emma held her breath. There was no pregnancy, Rachel said. Bella's been pulling this scam in different cities. Emma was stunned. What do you mean no pregnancy? Fake belly. Fake pregnancy test she ordered online. She's done this to families in Oregon, Nevada, you name it. I tried warning your mom, but she didn't want to hear it. Thought I was just jealous. Emma's heart pounded as she stared at the foreclosure notice on the door. Her phone buzzed again. It was her mom. This time Emma picked up. Emma. Thank God. I've been trying to reach you for days. I've been working, Emma said flatly. Honey, I need help. Bella left and she took the mortgage money. The power's off. I don't know what to do. Where is she now? Emma asked. I don't know, her mom said. She left a note saying she was sorry. Said her boyfriend had a plan to help her, but I think he used her. Emma nearly laughed. Did you ever verify she was actually pregnant? Of course I did, her mom said defensively. I saw the test. Did you see a doctor's note? Ultrasound? Anything real? Silence. She said she hadn't found the right doctor yet. Why are you asking me this? I have to go, Emma said and hung up. Her mom sent another voicemail moments later, pleading. Please Emma. We're losing the house. That evening, Emma sat on the fire escape of her micro-loft, staring at the city lights. Lauren joined her holding 2 cups of tea. Rough call. Bella wasn't pregnant, Emma said. It was all fake. Lauren raised her eyebrows. Seriously? Fake belly, fake tests, the whole thing. She's done it to other people too. And your mom? My mom chose to believe her, Emma said quietly. Because it was easier than dealing with the truth. Lauren nodded. So what now? Emma took a long sip of tea. I let her deal with it. I'm done fixing things. But what if they lose the house? Lauren asked. She told me to move out and grow up, Emma said calmly. Well, I did. Her phone buzzed again. Another text from her mom. The water just got shut off. Please come home. Emma deleted it. You know what's funny? She said. I'm not even angry anymore. I'm just done. That's probably scarier for her than anger would be, Lauren said. Emma looked out at the skyline, her mind clearer than it had been in months. She waited 5 more days. Then on a Monday morning at exactly 9 a.m. she sent an email. The subject line read, Property Resolution Options. The message was direct. Helen, it began, I understand you're facing financial trouble. I'm offering 2 solutions. 1. I purchased the house for $285,000 with a 30-day close. You use the funds to pay off the mortgage and relocate. 2. You vacate in 14 days and I resume the mortgage payments I've already been contributing to. Respond within 48 hours. Emma signed it professionally. Emma Hill, Interior Design Consultant. Lauren read over her shoulder. That's ice cold. No, Emma replied. That's business. 10 minutes later her phone rang. Her mother's voice was panicked. Emma, what is this email? You want to buy my house. It's not your house anymore. You're 3 months behind. The bank owns it now. But I raced you there. And then you gave my room away to a stranger. You told me you wanted independence. I told you I wanted a career in design. You called it a hobby. Her mother was crying now. Can't we just talk like normal people? We are talking, Emma said. I sent a proposal. Pick an option. I don't have that kind of money. Then choose option 2. Where would I even go? I don't know, Emma said coldly. Where did you think I would go? The line went quiet except for her mother's soft sniffles. This isn't you, Emma, she said. You're not this cold. Emma sighed. You're right. The old me would have dropped everything, taken out a loan, saved the house. But the old me also gave up her dreams to be the responsible one. I'm not her anymore. Then she hung up. Lauren stared at her from across the room. Remind me never to cross you, she joked. Emma smiled faintly. She made her choice. Now she has to live with it. 2 days later, Lauren rushed in waving her laptop. You need to see this. She pulled up a local news article titled, Young Designer Forced Out by Fake Pregnancy, Now a Viral Success. Lauren, Emma gasped. Did you do this? Maybe I reached out to a few journalists. Anonymously, of course. The article included quotes from neighbors, photos of Emma mowing the lawn, and the current state of the house. Emma's Instagram exploded. She gained 50,000 more followers in a single day. Commenters called her the Phoenix designer. People flooded her inbox with support and job offers. Even better, several people came forward to report that Bella had tried the same pregnancy scam on them. That afternoon, Emma's mom called again. Emma, reporters are calling me. People are saying I'm a bad mother. They say I'm selfish. Manipulative. Please make it stop. Are they wrong? Emma asked. You know they're not. The silence stretched long. Then her mother whispered, I never meant for any of this to happen. But it did, Emma said. And now you have to face the consequences. Please, her mom begged. Just come home. We'll figure this out together. I am home, Emma said calmly. This little loft, this business, I built all of it without your help. Her mother's voice cracked. That apartment is tiny. It's not a real home. It's more of a home than the house you kicked me out of. I made a mistake. No, Emma said. You made a choice. She was about to hang up when her mom added, Bella's back. Emma's eyes narrowed. What? She showed up this morning. With a new boyfriend. He says she wants to make things right. She's asking about you. Emma looked at Lauren, who raised an eyebrow. Tell her I said hello, Emma replied and ended the call. Lauren smirked. This is about to get interesting. Emma smiled. Oh, it's about to get very interesting. That Saturday, Emma pulled up to the house wearing a tailored blazer and carrying a leather portfolio. Her hair was styled, her makeup perfect. She looked like success and she wanted them to see it. Her mother opened the door, eyes wide. Emma, you look different. I am different, she said. Inside, Bella was sitting on the couch beside a guy with neck tattoos. Emma. Bella jumped up. I'm so glad you're here. I owe you a huge apology. Emma kept her expression calm. Do you? I was so emotional. It was all pregnancy hormones. Cut the act, Emma said. I know you were never pregnant. Bella froze. What are you talking about? Emma pulled out her phone and showed her screenshots. Receipts for fake pregnancy items, messages from Rachel, even reviews Bella had left online. You've been running scams on families for months. The boyfriend turned to Bella. Wait, you said you lost the baby. I did, Bella said quickly. It was early, very traumatic. Emma remained calm. I hired a private investigator. He verified everything. Bella's boyfriend stood up. You lied to me? Jake, don't go, but he was already at the door. He slammed it behind him, leaving Bella speechless. Emma turned to her mother. She scammed you, lied to you, stole from you. Her mom collapsed into the chair, staring at a printed receipt. Fake pregnancy belly. $49. You didn't want to see the truth, Emma said. You just wanted to believe the sob story. Bella returned, mascara streaking down her face. I can pay the money back. I just need time. With what? Emma asked. You're unemployed. You have no place to go. I'll get a job. Emma stood. You won't be here long enough. You're leaving. Today. You can't kick me out. This isn't your house. Emma pulled a folder from her bag and set it on the table. Actually, it is. I assumed the mortgage 2 days ago. The bank signed it over to me when I caught up on payments. Her mom's face went pale. What? But I didn't agree to anything. You didn't respond to my proposal. I went with option 2. Bella began texting furiously. This is illegal. You can't just take someone's house. Check the records, Emma said. I've been paying for 2 years. Her mother whispered, Bella, I can't protect you anymore. Bella started to cry. Emma, please. Don't do this. You have 1 hour to leave, Emma said. Or I call the police. Emma walked out, her mother trailing behind. Please, Emma. I know I messed up. But I'm still your mother. Emma turned around slowly. You taught me something important. That family isn't about blood. It's about actions. And yours? Spoke loud and clear. I love you, her mother pleaded. No, Emma said. You love what I did for you. That's not the same. She got into her car and drove off, leaving her mother standing in the doorway, just like Emma had once stood there with her boxes. The difference was this time, Emma wasn't crying. 2 weeks later, Emma stood in her old bedroom, now filled with sunlight and energy. The wall between it and the guest room had been knocked down. Easels lined one side. A long table held sketchbooks, paint and samples. You sure about the name? Lauren asked. Emma nodded. Phoenix Design Studio. That day they opened the doors. Teens from low-income families gathered inside, beginning a free mentorship program Emma had created. Youssef filmed the ribbon cutting, his followers cheering online. Her father, who had quietly returned and supported renovations, smiled from the back. When her mother arrived unexpectedly, Emma met her on the patio. It's beautiful, she said. It's everything you said it could be. Emma nodded. I built it without needing permission. Then she walked back inside to accept the mayor's key to the city. On live camera she said, they thought I ran away. I wasn't running. I was reclaiming everything they thought I didn't deserve. And the crowd erupted with applause. Moral lesson. Sometimes walking away is the most powerful way to reclaim your worth. Real family supports your growth, not just your presence. Remember to hit the like button, comment and subscribe to this channel for more of this.